So you produce all your own music, and record, well, at least up to, I guess.
Except
what point,
for, yeah, where we are now.
What point did you start going to commercial studios?
Today. No. This is the first. I've recorded at a couple different studios in the past, but for the majority, I did all my stuff myself. And the album I'm working on right now is kind of like the next big release for me, the next big step. So we're in the studio, and we're at Sound Lounge Studios right now in Orlando, Florida. My buddies Greg and Mike run the place. Great guys, and I've been working with them for a while on the new stuff. So yeah, just opened up. Well, they were down the road, but this place just opened up, and it's an awesome studio. They do a great job. Grew up listening to a lot of like West Coast stuff, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Tupac, and I think that stuff, I really liked the musicianship behind it, and the melody, and the stuff that Dre was doing back then. It was very well put together production-wise, and the New York stuff, when I was younger, I didn't really understand it, the whole sampling thing, and it was based around more like a groove or like a party type feel instead of like based around music. And the music thing was always the thing that drew me to the West Coast sound. Obviously Dr. Dre, I think, is one of my favorite producers just because he brings a musicality to the music. A lot of melody and a lot of good harmonies, and is really focused on the music of it as well as the beat and the drive behind it and how it's gonna make you move. But he obviously was a big influence on me, and honestly, DJ Premier is one of my favorite producers, and he's more like a sample, like loop-based producer, but I just think the stuff that he does is amazing. And a lot of the people that I respect a lot in music are people that I listen to and I say, wow, man, I could never do that. Not so much people that like do the same type of stuff as me, but people that say, that's amazing stuff. It's nothing like what I do, but it's on a whole nother level, and I could never be that good. And I think DJ Premier is one of those producers that I just respect to the utmost. What he did with sample-based music and the whole New York boom bap sound, whatever you want to call it, is nobody can touch him. He's the best. The video has kind of a funny story behind it. We shot like 3 videos in in like 3 days, basically. I had some guys come down from New York and buddies of mine, and brought a bunch of equipment, and we shot 3 videos, and that one was the first one we shot, and we shot in the woods, and it was cold as hell. I want to say it was like January or December, and freezing, and we were out there, and we had all these lights set up, this huge, set up this rig, and just power went out at like 2 in the morning. We had like just started shooting. We had been working all day setting up, and like 2 o'clock we finally got everything right, and we're starting to shoot. And the generator, because we're in the woods, so we're running a generator. Generator dies and would not come back on. So we ended up staying out there, I think, till like 4 or 5. Didn't get all the footage we wanted to. We got kind of this campfire scene was like the only footage that we managed to get. We had all these other ideas of footage we wanted to do. And so we just had to like kind of work with that. And then the editor had the idea to take these old home movies that I had brought up to him, and kind of put that, in the video to kind of fill space, because there really wasn't much footage. And so it came together like that. I'm Gone was the one that was most planned out. I think you can tell by the video. But we had an idea of what we wanted to do. The song is kind of about following your dreams and leaving behind certain things, relationships or whatever you have to kind of get out there and do what you got to do. So we had the ideas all planned out. We shot on Payne's Prairie, and we shot, we had like an abandoned warehouse that we shot in. It was pretty cool. So that was actually a 2-day shoot that we did for that one. So that video came out great. We got a bunch of good response from that one. Yeah.
Now you followed that one up with, was Hollow? No, excuse me.
Hollow was next, yeah.
Hollow was next? Uh-huh. And who had the idea for that video?
That was another crazy, when you shoot these videos and you're doing them low budget and it's like you're crunched for time, you come up with whatever ideas you can to make it work. And honestly, Hollow was the last video we shot, that 3-day period. But it was the second one we released. But yeah, basically the night before, we didn't have any idea what we were gonna do for Hollow. We knew we wanted to do a video for Hollow, but we didn't really know what we were gonna do. And so we started, it must have been like midnight, 1 o'clock, we were having drinks at some bar, and we started kicking around ideas, you know, what are we gonna do for this video tomorrow? And I said, you know, let's do it at a house. And then the original idea was like, let's do a house party, but then we didn't plan that enough, so we really didn't know what we were gonna do. So I called my buddy Eli, and I said, you know, this guy Eli has an awesome house, it's really cool, has a lot of characters, musical instruments everywhere. They have a band, they play all the time, Third Stone, and let me call him and see if he'll let us get in there and shoot. So we called him, and he was down. You know, he was down for the idea. And we showed up the next day at like 9 o'clock in the morning. And there's a bunch of musicians who actually lived in that house too.
I'm at the bottom of that bottle, and all my senses drown my sorrow. And I'm like, oh damn, I'd have done it again. Oh damn, I'd have done it again. I'm at the bottom of that bottle, and all my friends are just as hollow. And I'm like, oh damn, I'd have done it again. Oh damn, I'd have done it again.
Well, I'm asking you about collaborations. Is there anybody that you're collaborating with or hoping to, trying to, hip-hop or non?
Yeah, actually, it's funny that you ask. You know, I think since we spoke last, I've come up with a new idea for a new record called DP and Friends. And basically what it's gonna be is a collaboration album. You know me, I like to do like concept albums or like albums with different themes, either for free or for really inexpensive online. In between like my studio album releases, obviously I'm working on a full-length album that's coming out hopefully sometime this year, and that's taking some time, you know, working in the studio and getting the money involved for all that stuff. But in the meantime, I want to keep new music out there and keep fresh music out there. So I started thinking, you know, I did American Scene, and that's doing really well, and so I want to work on something else and put something else out there for everyone. So there's all these different artists that I know, and we always talk about, man, we should do a song together, we should do a song together, and for whatever reason it doesn't happen. You know, it's hard to get everybody on the same page, and so I had this idea to do an album called DP and Friends, which is basically going to be me and then all these different MCs that I know that we've always talked about doing songs together, as well as musicians, singers, guitarists, bass players, you know, all these different people that I know that make great music, and just kind of, it's still going to be a DP album. It's very much going to be my style, my production, and everything like that, but it's going to be a lot of collaboration. Every song is going to be a collaboration, whether it's someone singing with me on the hook or singing the hook, or, you know, verses, different rappers coming in on different verses and stuff like that. So, and J Mag, obviously from Blue Chips, is going to be on that. Jason Moody from Mood Host is going to be on that. Some rappers from here in town that I know, try to get Skip on from Orlando. We've talked about it. So it's a cool idea, and I'm excited about it. We're trying to release that in March.
Word.
Yeah.
Feeling that.